Okay. So the goal for today is that we can discuss how systems are made up of cells, tissues, and organs. Okay. Um, so I hope that you still remember what a cell is, and also what we're going to go through today is that, you know, at least I would like you to remember that the body systems are made up of tissues and organs. Um, then a level higher would be that we can describe the levels of organization in the body. And then, um, by the end, hopefully you guys would be able to um, define what tissues are, what organs are, and what systems are. Okay? Right, so moving on here. Okay, a bit of a dad joke for you guys, but do you know what the largest organ is in the body? So if you're here in for the WebEx, you can type your answer in chat here. If you are watching this video at home, then just have a think for yourself. So, do you know what the largest organ in our body is? Okay, then say the skin. Okay, what about everyone else? Sophia said the skin as well. Skin. It is the skin. The skin is the largest organ in our body. And that kind of makes sense, right? Because the skin covers the whole of our body. Um, so yes, it is the largest organ. So let's talk about the level of organization. Now there is a video here. I think I'll just let you guys watch it in your own time. But what I need you to do is I would need you to copy down the flow charts here. You don't need to worry about copying down the drawings. You can just copy down the words here for me. So the cells, they would make up tissues, okay? Or you can think of it like tissues with groups of cells together, okay? So your skin is made up of multiple thousand, millions, or even billions of skin cells. Um, and then the tissues all together would make an organ, okay? And then the organs, when you have multiple organs working together, you would have an organ system or a body system. So here you probably recognize this as the digestive system. So you have like your mouth, your throat, the esophagus, okay, your stomach, your small intestine, your large intestines. So they are all organs and they work together as a system, okay? And then when you have multiple systems all together, you make the organism. So the organism is like the total of all the system together, right? So we know that in our body, you've got the digestive system, you've got the respiratory system, circulatory systems, and other systems as well. And they all work together to help our body survive, right? So organism is the total of all the parts of all the systems. So now if you feel like there's any definitions that you already know, then perhaps you can choose not to write it. So for example, we have already written the definition of the cells earlier in the year. So like cells are the basic building blocks of our body, right? And also all other living things. Now, when you have groups of cells that do similar tasks, they're called tissues. Okay? So cells, tissues. Now, there are four types of tissues, right? Um, Now, this is this part here, the 4 different type of tissues, you don't need to know the individual one for year 8. Okay, this is for higher year level, but if you're interested, then you can try and remember the definition for these 4 connective tissues. At year 8 level, what you need to remember is that tissues are groups of cells working together. Okay, but I'm going to go through the 4 types here anyway. So the first one here is you got connective tissues. And think about the word connective, right? That means that they would connect things in our bodies together. So for example, blood cells, it's go from your heart to your, say, your arms and the rest of your body, right? It connects different parts of your body together. Okay. And also fat cells, you got fat cells everywhere and it's allowed to support the body. Okay. The fat cell is there to keep our body warm, to also cushion our body if you fall. Okay. Bone cells, you see that bone cells connect, like your hand to your elbow to your the shoulder here, right? You got tendons, so they connect the bones together. Okay. And also you got ligaments as well. Sorry, tendons, they connect the muscle to the bones, and ligaments is between the bones. You got muscle cells, right, or muscle tissues. It allows the body to move. You got the nervous tissues that would allows the body to send messages from your brain to the rest of your body. So you got the neuron cells. And the last one here, and I butchered this every single time, the epithelial tissues. I'm not going to even try. The epithelial tissues provides a barrier to protect the inner part of your body from damage. Okay, so like your skin cell, and also the lining cells as well. So think about your stomach, right? You may know that your stomach has contains acid in there. Now you have learned that acid are corrosive. So you may think, why is it that our stomach can hold acids in there? Why doesn't it get corroded? And that's because inside your stomach there is a lining. So you got the outside of your stomach, and then on the inside you got a lining, and this lining, the lining cells, they protect your stomach from being damaged. Now for some people, this lining is thinned so much that the acid can get to the stomach. Okay, and that can create things like stomach ulcer. My wife, she has this problem, and that was because when she was young, she didn't eat at a proper time, right? Or because her family was so poor that they didn't have food to eat. They may not have food to eat, and so because of that, she's now got problem with her stomach. She got stomach ulcer, and so it's very important that when you eat, you need to eat on time and eat enough, right? Okay, moving on here. So when you have groups of tissues working together, then they'll be called organs. And when groups of different organs work together, they call a body system. Okay, and then the system work together, that would be an organism. Okay, and the system work together to make sure that the organisms survive. Okay, so I think that is the note that you need to write down. And so This is the worksheets that you have to do. I'll just show you guys the worksheets here. So you can all get this from Compass. You can type right onto here. Okay, so the first part is you just need to choose, sorry, not choose, but put these organs into the right body system. Okay, and we've got 6 systems here. We've got this skeletal, nervous, circulatory, respiratory, digestive, and muscle system. And then you need to complete this flowchart here, and I think we went through that in our notes before. And then question 3 here is, how do you know that each of your body systems is working? Using your general knowledge, state 3 things that occurred on a daily basis that proves that each of the 6 body systems is working. So I'll just give you guys an example here. So for example, the skeletal system, how do we know that it's working? Well, for one thing, I can stand up without fear of that, I may just like drop to the ground. Because the skeletal system is there to support the body, right? Also, I know for a fact that if I am to fall, right, I can put my hands out and I can protect my body from damage. I am quite confident that if if a ball coming at me and hit my face, well, my brain is not going to get damaged because my skull protects the brain, that sort of thing. Okay, so that's an example of how do we know that the system is working. Okay, so hopefully that helps you with the worksheets. All right, I'm going to end the video here. If you need help, feel free to ask me for help. All right, either by WebEx or by emailing me. All right, guys, thank you for coming to the lesson here.